Dana, what is the status of the heavyweight title? How do you plan? I mean, are you stripping?
Right now, Randy Couture is the heavyweight champion in the UFC. He's under contract. He's the heavyweight champion, and he's got fights left with us. So, if he's retiring, then he'll retire and vacate the belt. And then we'll pick two guys. You know, obviously, the fight Saturday night is a big fight for the heavyweight division. I mean, the winner of Tim Sylvia and Ranavera makes one of those two a contender for the title.
How long are you willing to let Randy sit out when you have these fighters that want to fight?
I don't know what he's doing yet. I mean, I don't, you know, when all the Hollywood games are over, we'll figure out where he's at and what he's doing and what he's thinking, and then I'll make that decision.
Can you elaborate a little bit also on your beauty shop comment that you made last week to one of the media outlets about fighters and I mean, do you believe that
that's what it's like? This thing is like a beauty parlor. They sit around and they're all gossiping about, you know, oh, I heard this and oh, I heard that, and, you know, a lot of it isn't true. You know, Randy Couture has the second best deal in the UFC, and I'll say that publicly. I said it to him and I'll say it publicly. He has the second best deal in the UFC. You know, there's no way that I was going to let anybody come in from another organization and make more money than, you know, or have better deals than my guys have been with me for a long time and helped us build this business.
It seems like you're damned if you do.
It seems like you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. Randy wants a fight.
That's my life. I'm damned if I do and damned if I don't.
Right.
I'm always wrong. I'm always the bad guy. It's never going to change.
Yeah, because it seems
we're
like
doing a press conference a year from now. I'm going to be in this.
It seems like he wants a fight against Fedor. You try to bid to have a fight against Fedor, and then the whole situation becomes about money. Am I reading that wrong?
It's true. It's true. And to be honest with you, too, I think Randy Couture will smash Fedor. I think he'll beat him easily. He just walked through two very tough guys, and I think Couture beats Fedor. Fedor's, I think, is overhyped, overrated, and the guy hasn't fought anybody in the last year and a half, 2 years. Couture will smash him.
Good news on the steroid front. Your guys have been passing all their tests for the past 3 things. How encouraged are you that this situation now has been eradicated? And are you also going to have that seminar coming up?
Yeah, we have a seminar coming up, but I don't think it's ever going to be over. I think steroids are going to be a part of sports long after we're dead. It's going to go on for a long time. You know, you have to be a complete moron to be using steroids in sports right now. You know, you get caught, especially in this sport. Especially in this sport. You lose the ability to make a living for a year. It's crazy. But it's always going to be a problem. You know? When you're dealing with human beings, there's always going to be problems. Always.
How proud are you of Stephan Bonnar for having learned his lesson, hopefully, and also now, where is he at in his UFC career?
That's the thing with me. It's how you handle yourself when you do things wrong. You know, do you take it like a man? Do you admit what you did? Do you know, stand up and say, I did it, I apologize. Listen, we all make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. And it's how you deal with it. I think Stephan handled it like a man. You know, he's getting his life back on track again. I mean, this guy, I want to talk about a guy whose life came crashing down. I mean, the big fight between him and Forrest in season 1, Spike TV hires him as one of their sports commentators. You know, he was on top of the world, and then he does that, and his whole Spike pulled their deal. He doesn't fight for a year. He was flat broke, you know, and now he's fighting his way back up and trying to get back into the mix again. But he handled it like a man, and I respect that.
Sorry, Dana, if I can just follow up on the Canada issue. Was it a problem with the venue, or was it a problem with the HBO deal?
HBO. I pulled the HBO deal, and it was supposed to be in Canada. I know, it sucks. I'm sorry. We'll get there, I promise.
Dana, what's your take on a new organization in Japan?
About a new organization in Japan?
Yeah.
Which one? Is there a new one?
Yeah, the one after that.
There's a new one popping up every 10 minutes. There's probably one being put together right now as we're speaking. Yeah.
Okay.
What do I think about it as far as what?
As far as the people.
I think it's great. The more people that want to get involved in this sport and spend some money, I need it. At the end of the day, the UFC is where everybody wants to be. If you want to fight the best fighters in the world, you fight them in the UFC. And all these guys that start these other shows need those shows to exist so that they can create new talent and get guys paid, get them experience. You know, it's good. It's good for the business. It's good for the industry.
You bought Pride in Japan, and without having any show in Japan, you closed out. Do you say it was a bad investment for Pride?
No, it was a great investment buying Pride. Obviously, it didn't work out the way that we thought it was going to, and there were a lot of landmines in that deal. But, you know, at the end of the day, walk away with their library and a lot of their top guys. So with that library and the guys that they have, we're going to put on mega fights for the next 2 years. Good stuff.
I'm sorry. Thanks, sir.
Have you had a chance to talk with Chuck Liddell? Does he want to continue fighting? We were sort of left in limbo last time.
No, Chuck wants to fight. Chuck's back in training now, and he'll be back soon. Definitely. Good? We did it. All right. We're going to bring in the fighters now and start this press conference.